Let's go to the US now. And Americans, can you believe it, can still purchase assault weapons without so much as a background check, even as mass shootings remain a disturbingly common tragedy. Now the new president will attempt to change that, something Barack Obama failed to accomplish. In the wake of the Boulder shooting, which killed 10 people this week, Joe Biden has signalled his intention to tighten gun control.
We can ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines in this country once again. I got that done when I was a senator. It passed. It was law for the longest time. And it brought down these mass killings. We should do it again.
Michael Ware is our US politics expert. He joins us live now. Michael Ware, good to see you. Many Americans see gun ownership as a God-given right. How's this ever going to change?
Well, that's precisely the point, Laura. Now, the real story here is just how truly American this story is. And that is that mass shootings just change nothing when it comes to gun laws. I mean, gun rights and gun ownership are so deeply enmeshed in the American culture that these incidents just don't budge the needle. I mean, since the mid-70s, America's been averaging between 18 to 21 of these mass shootings every year. Just this year alone, 3 months, not even 3 months, there's been 7 mass shootings. If you count a mass shooting as an incident where 4 or more people are shot to death, not including the gunman. And like I said, nothing is going to change. For example, right now, the House of Representatives has 2 pieces of legislation that they've passed. Both deal with background checks. The House of Representatives wants people who want to buy guns to have their background checked, for the government to be given the time to be able to do that, and for private sales to be forced to have background checks. Yet those pieces of legislation are going to die in the Senate. And President Biden's push to ban assault weapons doesn't have a snowflake's chance. Nothing changes here in America despite how many mass shootings seem to take place.
Michael, it's pretty hard to get your head around sitting here in Australia. After the Port Arthur massacre, there was decisive political action. There was a gun amnesty, and that has worked. I mean, if you look at every country around the world, America has a serious problem with mass shootings. But you're right, how is anything going to change? After the Sandy Hook massacre, nothing changed. And that was when primary school students were gunned down. Years later, we saw the mass shooting of festival goers in Vegas. Still, nothing changed. And this is under successive presidents.
Yep, that's right. And look, it's odd that you touch on Sandy Hook. That was a terrible tragedy back in 2012. You know, a young man with a combat assault rifle kills 26. 20 at an elementary school. 20 of them were aged 6 or 7 years of age. Now, right now, my 6-year-old daughter is at school. And the memories of Sandy Hook and the thoughts of what could be happening at her school at any given moment are suddenly alive in my head. And as you rightly say, I myself learned about American culture that if Sandy Hook could not change things, could not budge people on gun control, then simply nothing will.
Michael Ware, it's just a tragic situation there in the United States, and, you know, we don't have the answers. So let's hope something does change. But as you say, we're pretty pessimistic as we both sit here today. As always, thanks so much for your time. We'll speak to you soon.
Yeah.